You're not getting it. It's not clocking to you. It's not clocking to you that I'm standing on business, is it?
I'm on the sidewalk,
I don't give a f if you're on the sidewalk. I'm a human being. You're standing around my car. At the beach. You know what I'm saying? You don't think I'm a real guy, do you?
If you are new, welcome to my channel. My name is Shalom. I do videos on pop culture, artists, music. I kind of just like to yap really, and you'll get to know that. Subscribe if you haven't already. Press the notification bell. Hit that real hard, okay? So you're notified every single time I post. Like and comment whatever you want, because it helps me out the algorithm and it helps my videos to reach more people, because YouTube is really playing with me. Like, they be playing in my face, okay? But anyways, let's get on with the video. I had to do this video about JB because someone has been requesting it, and plus I think it's just interesting because JB is kind of going down this rabbit hole that I wouldn't really think could go down. Has anybody noticed how Justin Bieber is slowly turning into Britney Spears? And this is something I'm going to get into because if you've been keeping up with Justin Bieber, if you've really been watching the things that have been happening over the past couple of weeks, you will probably agree with me and say the industry is trying to turn him into Britney Spears. And I'm going to tell you why the paparazzi and why the industry is treating him like this towards the middle and the end of the video. I'm going to start off the video saying everything that I say in this video is alleged. The things I will say are my opinion, they are not fact, and the information I'll be including in this video is public information available online. It seems like for the past couple months, JB and Hailey have been in so many controversial moments, whether it was from Justin Bieber ruining her big career moment with Vogue and getting her first Vogue cover, or it was Justin Bieber, you know, being on Instagram Live where he clearly wasn't sober and clearly was using something, okay, and where he was trolling his ex Selena Gomez over some stuff. I've made 2 or 3 videos about them. I would highly recommend you watch those 2 to 3 videos before watching this video, otherwise you might be a bit confused, and also you just get a gist of what I think of Justin and Hailey before we get into this. It feels like we're watching the downfall of one of the biggest pop stars right before our eyes and no one is saying anything. And actually, people are doing the opposite. People are actually making jokes. They're making fun of Justin. And I think instead of making jokes and making fun of Justin for whatever reason, I think we should actually dig into Justin's life and dig into possible avenues and ventures to see why is he actually acting and behaving this way. Like, why is he actually behaving like this? There is a reason behind it, okay? He's not just crashing out for no reason. Like, it's not like, you know, someone like freaking pushed him in the street and he's just crashing out. No, there's been multiple events over the years which have led to these crash outs, quote unquote crash outs, for the past couple weeks, months, years. And this goes hand in hand with how men's mental health is never taken seriously until it's too late. Men's mental health is not taken seriously until it's too late, if you catch my drift. Then people want to bring in their condolences. Then people want to say RIP. But when they were alive, you were kikiing, ha-haring, getting your views, your AdSense off of, you know, just making fun of him and making jokes. Just saying, okay? For years, there have been rumors that JB was essayed by Diddy. These rumors go back to like the 2010s, basically when Justin was kind of at his peak, at his height in the 2010s, and he was introduced to Diddy by his mentor Usher, and he spent 48 hours with Diddy. Allegedly, that's when, you know, things started going down. Don't ask me where Justin Bieber's parents and his guardians were. Don't ask me, because I genuinely don't know. I don't know where his parents were. I don't know. It's alleged that Diddy's ex-partner, Kim Porter, was writing a book about all the things Diddy did to his alleged victims and also to Kim herself before she passed away in 2018 to pneumonia. And then in this book, she basically has these kind of like diary entries. It's alleged that basically this book is just full of like diary entries what Diddy did to other people. And in these diary entries, or this book that she was writing over the years, she describes a sexual encounter that went down with Diddy and a boy. But it was the description of the boy that seemed to kind of point to Justin Bieber, okay? Like I said, it's all alleged, but the way that she was describing, allegedly, it seemed to kind of point to Justin Bieber. And I think her death was very sudden. It was very suspicious because she had flu-like symptoms, Kim had, and then out of nowhere, she just passed away. So I just think that's very weird how she was allegedly threatening Diddy to release this book, or things that she was noting down for years in this book. She was going to release it to the public, and out of nowhere she is found dead from pneumonia. I just think that's very weird, in my opinion. I think that's a bit suspicious, and including with the things that will come out about Diddy, you know, blowing up people's cars and doing all of that, I wouldn't put it past him. Okay, I really wouldn't put it past him that he probably was somehow involved. I don't know. allegedly, I wouldn't put it past him. But why I am comparing JB to Britney Spears is I think that Justin Bieber, what the industry is doing is that they're sending paparazzi, okay, to follow him, harass him, just like they did to Britney Spears. Do you not remember that? The paparazzi, they're sent to harass her, to do all that, and that's why she hit that guy with the umbrella, and that's why she shaved her head, obviously. And I'm not saying that you know, Justin Bieber is gonna like shave his head or anything like that, like in front of the paparazzi. But what I'm saying is, look how the industry and the paparazzi have treated Justin Bieber and Britney Spears. Okay, Britney Spears, Justin Bieber, they came in at a very young age. They put their heart, their sweat, their blood, their tears into the industry, only to get used, abused, made fun of, ridiculed by the same people that they helped, the same people that they gave money to, that basically gave millions to, okay? Because these record labels sucked JB, Britney Spears dry. Because what the industry would do is that they'll send paparazzi to these artists to harass them, to follow them, and people will say, well, paparazzi have a job, that's their job. I get it, but I think the paparazzi sometimes go too far because they're told to by these record labels, they're told to by the people in the industry, they're paid, okay? If someone higher up, executives, goes up to a paparazzi and says, I'll give you 5k if you go to Justin Bieber, follow his car, follow his wife, follow his kid, okay, get real close to him, just rile him up, okay, get him angry, get under his skin, say a couple of things to irritate him, right, and I'll pay you money. And I wouldn't put that past a lot of executives, because I think they want to make Justin Bieber look as crazy as possible. They are poking the bear, because I think a lot of Justin Bieber's breakdowns, a lot of them are weird, like when he was referring to Selena Gomez as that my precious thing, I forgot what his name. What's it called? The hairy bald thing, right? I think that was weird. A lot of his crash outs were weird, but I think a lot of the time when he crashes out or when he is visibly angry, he is being provoked. He is getting provoked. Like when you look at the times when he's angry and he's, you know, say he's just walking out with his friends and the paparazzi or people come after him. Most of the time he's provoked, I'm not gonna lie. And you poke the bear, and then when he crashes out because he's falling for their bait, then that's when people want to make fun of him. Then that's when people say, oh, he's using again. Oh, he's on drugs again. Oh, he's doing this. But when in reality, they're just poking the bear and they're agitating him, annoying him. Right? That's why Kanye West said in that thing, like, why are you at my house? It's 2 a.m.
Good morning, Kanye.
Shut the fuck up. It's 4 a.m. and you ask me how it's going. You know I don't want you to say nothing to me.
Come on, Kanye. You know we like you.
Shut the fuck
you
up.
Left
It's 4 a.m. You blood-sucking mosquito.
But what I'm going to say is I think they're doing this on purpose, to provoke him, to make him seem crazy, seem nuts, right? If it does possibly come out in court that JB is named as a person who was essayed or as a person in that case with the Diddy case, because it's still ongoing, the industry or people say, well, he's not, you know, healthy enough, he's not mentally stable enough, look at him, he's crazy. That's what I think they're doing. I think they're trying to make him as crazy as possible, trying to drive him as nuts as possible, put him in a conservatorship, just like they did to Britney Spears, because Britney Spears was not mentally unable, she was not mentally weak, or however they're trying to say. They're trying to basically be like, oh, she's so mentally insane that she can't handle herself, she can't handle her finances, which was not true. Okay, Britney Spears was just fine.
In 2007, at peak fame, Britney Spears shaved her head completely and the media went crazy. Later, Spears said it was one of her ways to be able to push back at everybody else.
Britney Spears was just okay. It's that the industry used and abused her like a dirty rag, okay, and put her to the side. And then that's when she started to she had enough. That's why I always be saying, if Britney Spears doesn't want to make music, I actually don't mind. I would actually prefer she doesn't make music. Everything she's been through the industry, let her just chill. They're gonna rile up Justin Bieber, put him in a conservatorship, make him look as crazy and as nuts as possible. So then when he's named in the case of Diddy for being essayed allegedly, they'll just say, oh, he can't testify, he can't say anything because he's clearly mentally unable, or he's clearly nuts, or he's clearly got a problem. I also think not only is it the Diddy stuff that is kind of contributing to him crashing out, but allegedly Justin Bieber's having some financial issues. He sold his catalogue for a lot less than what it was worth, in my opinion. Him and his ex-manager have had a problem. Scooter Braun, that crook, right? Scooter Braun is just not known to be the best person, okay? He has managed some of the biggest artists that we've had in the 2010s, okay? He's managed Ariana Grande. He's managed Demi Lovato, Justin Bieber. The reason why a lot of people don't mess with Scooter Braun is because the way he handled Taylor Swift and her catalogue. A lot of people, I get it, I do this all the time, I always make fun of Taylor Swift being the chart obsessed queen, okay? She released 20 versions of one song. I always make my little jokey joke, but I get it. Not only does she just release multiple versions of songs because she wants to actually make it on the charts and like in the top 5, right? But she's done that because she doesn't own her own music, okay? Scooter Braun, the way that he did her, he crooked her out. She's had to basically re-record her albums, re-record songs so that she owns it. Believe when the whole Manchester attack went on, he was the one that was like, no, we have to go back, we have to do another show, which, you know, I'll give that to him. But I just feel like if something that traumatic has happened and then a couple days your manager's like, no, we need to go back, I don't know, I feel like I'd give it a little bit more time, you know what I mean? And then with Justin Bieber, him and Usher allegedly serving him on a platter to Diddy, like, this guy just doesn't have a good rep, and he was fired by Ariana Grande. So if that tells you anything, then there you go. And Justin Bieber allegedly does not want anything to do with him. He doesn't have any contact with him.
What's your relationship with Justin now?
Not the same that it was. I think, you know, these things go ebb and flows, but I stopped managing 2.5 years ago.
In an interview, he said, like, yeah, we don't talk or nothing. Yeah, so that tells you what a type of guy he is. There you go. So yeah, he's got those financial issues, okay, with all of that, having to sell his catalogue, and that probably might explain why Hailey had to sell Road to Elf. I don't know how that's gonna work out, and allegedly she's got it's like $1 billion deal or something, $1 billion, right? She sold Road with Elf, and they got this partnership. I don't know how that's gonna work out. Don't know, don't tell me, but that might explain why she had to do that deal if their finances aren't in order. And then he's got, you know, the Selena Gomez issue as well. Like, it's just all of that. And then obviously I think the biggest one is the Diddy stuff, the SA, because I think that would affect someone in a very deep way. And you have to think, Justin Bieber doesn't really have anyone, you know, to talk about it to, because if he was to tell like anyone, obviously that would get out and spread like wildfire if it is true that he was, right? Yeah, I get it if you want to go to therapy or something, but even like a therapist, I wouldn't put it past a therapist for them to, you know, give it to the Daily Mail or to TMZ that, oh yeah, I had a therapy session with Justin Bieber and he told me that Diddy did this to him. I wouldn't put it past them. People do some evil stuff, okay? Some people that you really trust and you put your trust into to tell them really private stuff, those people can literally just tell anyone and everyone. That's why I just be saying, when people ask me, are you okay? I just say yes, because no tea, no shade. What are you gonna do? Like, that's why, anyway, that's another conversation for itself. But yeah, I just think it's so many things, and I think we really need to open our eyes, okay? People are trying to paint this man to be crazy, and I don't think he's crazy. Like, yeah, do I think he's using here and there? Yes, okay, but do I think he is like some person who needs to be locked up in like a Looney Tune place or like a mental hospital? Like, the way they're making out Justin to be is that he's like some Looney Tune, some guy who is like mentally unstable, when in reality I just don't think that's him, okay? And the industry are going to try and gaslight you. The industry are going to try and gaslight you into thinking and saying that he's crazy, just like they did with Britney. They tried gaslighting us, saying that she was crazy. The industry got their artists to make fun of her when she shaved her head. I remember when that was happening. Well, I don't remember, I was literally like a toddler. But when you watch back interviews, all these people, Christina Aguilera, Avril Lavigne, they were talking so much ish. They were having the fun. They were having a ride talking about Britney with her mental breakdown. But this is just what I believe. I think they're going to try and put him in a conservatorship. They're going to try and take control, like Justin's family. They're going to try and take control of his finances and use him for all his finances. I wouldn't put it past them, because where were they when he was allegedly getting essayed by Diddy? They'll nowhere to be found. I think Justin's parents are low-key, high-key disgusting, because if he did get essayed by Diddy, where were they to be found? Nowhere. And they just let him hang around with these adults who are twice, thrice his age, because they knew that they were going to get some money from his tour. They knew that they were going to be financially stable. So they didn't care who he was hanging around with. They didn't care that he was getting essayed on stage in front of millions of people by a woman who's 40 years old and he was 18, just freshly 18. They didn't care, okay? That's why I'm just saying, you know, please watch out for your children. Watch out who they're hanging out with. Watch out who they're going with, because some parents generally don't care. People ask, where were Cassie's parents? I generally don't know. They're probably just happy and glad to get a bag and happy that they were financially stable for once in their life. Some parents don't deserve to have kids. But yeah, like I said, watch out in a couple years' time. I bet, watch how they're going to take control of Justin Bieber's finances, and they're going to claim how he's mentally unstable, that he's mentally unwell and unfit, and they're going to take over his finances, and he's going to end up just like Britney Spears, okay? And then people will be online clamoring like, no, we love Justin Bieber, come back, oh, we need you to do music, we need you to da-da-da-da. Okay, and it'll literally just be like history repeating itself. But anyways, this is just what I think, is my opinion. Like, comment, share, subscribe, and I'll see you in my next video.
I could still be a young woman and do something completely different and have a whole new career and still have hopefully my whole life ahead of me.
But you could say the same thing about someone like Britney Spears.
Absolutely.
There's only 3 months age difference between you and Britney.
Absolutely.
And look at the difference. Complete disaster.
Well, I mean, people handle different things differently, and thank God I've been, you know, surrounded by honesty, and thank God I've chosen to still be around people that I trust.